What is a letter of demand, and how does it help recover debt? A letter of demand is a formal notice sent to a debtor to request payment for an outstanding debt. This video outlines the debt details, including the amount owed and the due date for payment, typically giving the debtor 7 days to settle the debt. It is a final warning before legal action, encouraging the debtor to pay to avoid further legal consequences. A letter of demand also serves as necessary evidence should the case go to court, demonstrating that you've made reasonable efforts to recover the debt. Highlighting the seriousness of the situation, it can often prompt debtors to resolve the matter promptly. How can negotiation help in recovering outstanding debts? Negotiation involves direct communication with the debtor to reach a mutually agreeable payment arrangement. This process is beneficial when the debtor faces financial difficulties and cannot meet the original terms. Negotiation can lead to alternative payment plans or partial payments, which can help avoid costly and time-consuming legal proceedings. It also allows you to maintain a positive business relationship with the debtor, which might be damaged through formal litigation. By showing flexibility, you increase the chances of securing repayment while demonstrating your business values of fairness. What are alternative dispute resolution (ADR) methods, and how do they work in debt recovery? Alternative dispute resolution (ADR) methods, such as arbitration and mediation, provide ways to settle debt disputes without going to court. In arbitration, an impartial arbitrator makes a binding decision, while mediation involves a mediator helping both parties reach an agreement. ADR is often quicker and less costly than court proceedings, and it maintains confidentiality, which can benefit both parties. These methods can lead to creative, customized solutions like payment plans that court rulings might not offer. ADR can preserve business relationships and ensure a smoother resolution for both creditor and debtor. When should I consider commencing legal action to recover a debt? Legal action may be necessary if other debt recovery methods, like negotiation or ADR, have failed. This process involves commencing legal action, presenting evidence, and obtaining a court judgment requiring the debtor to pay. While it can be costly and time-consuming, legal action is sometimes essential, especially if the debtor is uncooperative or refuses to negotiate. A court judgment provides enforceable options such as wage garnishment or asset seizure, which increase the chances of debt recovery. Legal assistance is crucial during this process to ensure compliance with all procedural requirements. What steps can I take to enforce a court judgment for debt recovery? Once a court has issued a judgment, you can take several actions to enforce it, depending on the debtor's financial situation. Standard methods include wage garnishment, where a portion of the debtor's earnings is directed to you, and bank levies that freeze and seize funds from the debtor's account. Enforcing a judgment requires persistence and may involve multiple steps to recover the total amount. Legal guidance is recommended to navigate these enforcement options effectively. What are insolvency proceedings, and how can they assist in debt recovery? Insolvency proceedings, such as bankruptcy for individuals or winding up for companies, can be effective for recovering debts when a debtor is financially insolvent. In bankruptcy, a trustee manages the debtor's assets to repay creditors, while winding up a company involves liquidating its assets. These actions are typically a last resort, as they can dismantle the debtor's financial standing. The threat of such proceedings can sometimes prompt debtors to settle before they are initiated. Legal procedures for insolvency are complex, so consulting a professional can help protect your rights and maximize recovery. What is the role of a collection agency in debt recovery? A collection agency specializes in recovering debts on behalf of businesses, particularly for challenging cases or hard-to-locate debtors. They have the expertise, tools, and resources to pursue difficult debts efficiently, often with higher success rates than a business might achieve alone. Collection agencies can handle persistent follow-ups and negotiations, freeing up your time to focus on other business tasks. Many agencies operate on a contingency basis, meaning they only get paid if they recover the debt, which can make them a cost-effective option. Their experience in handling complex debt recovery situations ensures that your efforts comply with relevant laws. What should be included in a letter of demand? A letter of demand should clearly state the amount owed, the reason for the debt, and the due date for payment, generally giving the debtor a minimum of 7 days to settle. It should also outline the potential legal consequences if the debtor fails to pay, providing a firm but professional tone. This document must include your contact details and any relevant reference numbers for easy follow-up. Additionally, it's essential to send the letter via a method that allows you to prove it was received, such as registered post. By including all necessary details, the letter of demand increases the likelihood of prompt repayment. How can mediation help resolve a debt dispute? Mediation is an alternative dispute resolution (ADR) method where a neutral third party helps you and the debtor communicate and find a resolution. Unlike arbitration, mediation doesn't result in a binding decision, but it facilitates a mutual agreement, which can be quicker and less costly than going to court. The mediator helps both parties understand each other's perspectives, which can lead to more flexible repayment terms. Mediation is also confidential, protecting your business's reputation and encouraging open communication. This process is beneficial when maintaining a positive relationship with the debtor is essential. What are statutory demands, and how are they used in corporate debt recovery? A statutory demand is a formal notice that can be issued to a company that owes you money, requiring payment within 21 days. If the company fails to comply, you can apply to the court to wind up the company, potentially forcing it into liquidation. This process can be a powerful tool to prompt payment, as the company may seek to avoid liquidation by settling the debt. Statutory demands only apply to debts over a specific amount and are often used when the debtor company is unresponsive. It's advisable to seek legal advice before issuing a statutory demand to ensure compliance with all requirements. What are the benefits of using alternative dispute resolution (ADR) over court action for debt recovery? ADR methods, like mediation and arbitration, are often faster, less expensive, and more flexible than court action. They offer a confidential process that can protect both parties' reputations, which is particularly beneficial for ongoing business relationships. ADR allows for creative solutions that courts may not provide, such as customized payment plans or adjusted terms. Additionally, ADR proceedings can be scheduled at the convenience of both parties, avoiding lengthy court delays. By choosing ADR, you can resolve debt disputes more efficiently while preserving goodwill with the debtor.